Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today's FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hi. And this is Maisie.
She says, what are you doing?
What you got for me?
At least she's looking at you and not judging my hair.
Yeah.
She's very judgy, even on a good hair day. My hair is... I've decided that I'm still trying to recover from Alaskan hair. Yeah. Because I didn't tell you this, Brian and I went up to Kodiak, Alaska, the far reaches of the corner of the United States, and hung out at a guild retreat, taught a couple of classes. Brian did some fishing, which was really nice, and I did some beachcombing, which was really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. And you know, we'd been to Alaska before, but on a cruise ship.
Right.
So, you know, you get off the cruise ship, you wander around a little bit, go on for a little tour, whatever, you get back on, and you kind of don't notice the rest of that stuff. And I think that when we went on the cruise ship, I think it was August.
August. And you guys are also in very populated.
Yes.
I mean, when your ports.
Yes. Yes. We were in Kodiak, and it's on the Kodiak Island, and there's 52 miles of roadway. We went to one end of it. We didn't make it to the other end, but we made it through most of it. But it is absolutely gorgeous. But the funny thing about this time of year, and again, I think I wasn't really fully prepared, and I don't know how many of you guys have been to Alaska, not just on a cruise ship, because I think that that's different. This time of year, it is light. I mean, like bright noon type sunshine until I think it was like 12:15. 12:15, and then light again at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know how they sleep. I think that it's and they all just kind of laughed. Oh yeah, that's, you know, how it is. And I know that the opposite is true. In the winter time, it's black,
yeah.
And it gets not quite.
What are you doing?
Just playing with it.
You're distracting.
Not quite light.
Look at me, not Nana.
I'm going to talk about Alaska.
Dude, I'm going to do this.
Nana, your hair. I know. And so a funny thing about that is that we took up some kits, or Brianna packed them for me, and I think I took 16 different kits up. There was 4 different colorways, sold out like instantly, except for the black and white.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. We'll show you tonight during box opening, but the black and white kits in our store, it's the most popular.
That is true.
People love black and white kits because you can make the quilt, and then you can add wherever you want to. You can mix and match a little bit and add electric blue, red, purple, whatever you want, and you have kind of this empty palette to add color wherever you would like. And so I thought it was kind of popular, but then what I thought about is I thought, gosh, well, nobody picked a black and white. And it's because I think if you've got 3 months of
darkness,
you
need something to make you smile.
Yeah, which I think you could. You know, it would just be the way that you do it. But
yeah.
But anyway, they were not into the black and white, so I brought back some black and white kits for you guys. The other thing is the mist. Everything is green, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. But it's not rain, and they don't call it rain.
You're in the middle of an ocean. I mean, if you're an island, you're surrounded by nothing but ocean
it must
breeze.
just be rainy, right? Where does the mist come from?
Well, when we were in Westport, it was misty, and it wasn't fog, and it wasn't rain.
We had a lot of fog.
It was misty, except for the last day.
It was just a
really
constant. And so, imagine. I mean, again, I've been home for 2 days.
Keep your hair up.
I know. I still have not recovered. There's not enough product for my hair in Alaska.
Too much moisture.
Or something. Yeah, but really beautiful. Had a really, really nice time. And the funny thing was, so we were in the airport. We weren't able to get in the first day. There was too much fog, and we took off from Anchorage it's about a 45-minute flight to Kodiak, and we got there, and it looked foggy, but I mean,
Sure.
fog
Everything
is something
looks
everybody
fog up
deals
there.
with, so I never thought anything of it. And he went down. We could see the ground, and he pulled back up pretty suddenly. Went around again. He tried a second time, tried to land, pulled back up. I mean, like, dove back up. And I am a pretty good flyer. It doesn't bother me, but I was kind of nervous, and I could tell he was pulling around to do it again. And it's like, dude,
Take us home.
you know,
It's okay.
it's okay. Let's just go back. No. He tried it a third time. And again, we can see the ground, but for whatever reason, where he was on the runway, I'm not sure what it was. I don't understand all of that. He pulled back up. And then he came on and he said, well, he really can't keep trying because he doesn't have enough fuel. And he needs to make it.
You gotta get down or go home.
I was like, yeah, get us back to Anchorage. So anyway, we were the third flight in that had been canceled from other places.
Oh.
And so we couldn't find a hotel room until and man, there was no possible way I was sleeping in an airport again. I have done that. We have done that.
Was it as fun as you'd think it would be?
Or as inexpensive, because you would
No.
pay any amount of money.
Yeah.
Any. And I did. We spent a whole lot of money for the last room in Anchorage.
Because when we were headed home from the Mediterranean,
Yeah.
our flight got all discombobulated. So we thought, oh, we'll just stay. You know, there's no sense of missing our, like, crack of dawn flight. We've got kids. We'll just make it fun and hang out in the airport.
Camp in the airport. Oh.
Ooh, frigid. They don't turn that AC off for nothing.
No, and you don't have your luggage because you've checked your luggage. So you don't have a pillow.
There's no cushions.
Here, cover up the children with their coats.
Thank goodness Mom, me, and I think Deb, we saved the blankets that they gave us on the flight. But of course, Pa, Robert, whatever, we're not hauling that. Why do we need that? Well, we needed it because of other circumstances. But yeah, me and Robert too. Nope.
I
Take
don't
me
care
somewhere.
how much it costs. It doesn't matter. And so by the time we made it to our hotel in Anchorage and laid down, and it was bright outside. The guy outside our window, it was like 11:30, 11 o'clock, 11 p.m., 11:30, was mowing.
Mowing his lawn at 11 o'clock?
Mowing. That's what you do at 11 o'clock. It was daylight. It wasn't dusk.
I feel like Robert would be doing that too.
It was daylight.
Didn't get done before he got off work, so.
Yeah. And we kind of thought, it's like, oh no, we're going to have a hard time falling asleep. But we were so tired because we had left our house at 3 a.m. that morning. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, we got up at 3. We left our house at 4. Anyway, totally crashed. Slept until 3 a.m. So you'd think. So we spent about over $100 per hour to sleep in that bed. But it was, both of us, when we got up and we took a shower, it's like, man, that was so worth it. I've got clean clothes. My neck's not all creaky. This is good. So made it to the airport, but finally made it over there. But and here's the thing. So when we finally landed, I didn't tell you this part. When we finally landed, the reason he was freaking out is here's this little runway in Kodiak. The ocean is on one side. There is a mountain.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's kind of like landing in Salt Lake City. If you guys have ever landed in Salt Lake City, you go straight down because you come in over a mountain and then you're going to run into the water.
Yeah.
So kind of, because I wondered, like, what if he's going into water? There must be some sort of a stretch that if you don't hit it on time, you're not going to be able to stop.
You're not going to be able to stop, yeah. And so once we made it in, it's like, oh, I get it. I get why you were so freaky, because the runway goes this way, and so there's water here and mountain here. So
there's nowhere
the bottom and the side, water, bottom and the top and the side, mountain. So you're going to either hit it exactly right, or you're not going to land. And that was why each time it was like, boom. It's like, oh my gosh, what is just like...
We're not in a simulator, dude.
No, he was down and then
up. We just got done watching Top Gun. He was just trying some fighter moves. It's all good.
All of us, the kids were crying, and
I bet.
My ears were popping. And it's like, oh Lord, you're going to give me a tummy ache. Tummy ache. But anyway, we finally made it. It was really, really nice and had a really good time. And then I just want to show two more things. One thing, I took my Bug Me Knot, are, and I know we talk about this a bunch, and we sell a bunch of it, and it's no cut.
We got it back in stock, by the way.
Yeah, we don't own a part of the company. I know the owner, it's Julie and Matt and somebody else. There's 3 people. It's family. It's family. We love them, but truly, we talk about it because of the quality of the product. And so I took with me my Bug Me Not for the mosquitoes, and I took my Alleviate for just in case a mosquito got through. I am home with no mosquito bites. And I'll tell you, Alaskan mosquitoes, I didn't recognize what it was. I'm not kidding you. I thought it was a dragonfly.
No.
It was like, oh,
that's a man-eater.
Run!
Protect the kids.
But no, it was...
Well, because they're used to eating bears. I mean, they're not, they might not care about the human blood.
I don't know. It was...
Their delicacy.
It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. It was scary.
We didn't even get a picture.
Scary. It wasn't a dragonfly. He's a bloodsucker. Anyway, I got no mosquito bites.
Fabulous.
So that, man, and I was like, I sprayed it everywhere. It was in my hair, in my eyes.
Didn't matter.
It didn't on my clothes. I just smelled like lavender. I didn't smell like DEET.
Yeah.
I didn't, and it works. I did not come in with one single mosquito bite.
That's awesome.
And we were sort of tramping through the woods, and we went to one beach, and there's I don't know how many. I think I went to 5 different beaches on Kodiak, and I didn't go to all of them. I did not make it to where was the
Shell Beach or Fossil Beach?
Fossil Beach.
That's what I had asked her.
I know. I didn't make it out there. Didn't have enough time. We lost a whole day since we didn't make it in there. But I did make it to a couple other beaches, and there was one beach in particular. There was kind of you wouldn't find it if you were not a local or with a local. It's not on a map. When you pull off, there's a little trail that leads to this lake, but that's not where you go. There's this weird little cow path back in the back. I guess it'd be a bear path. We call them cow paths out here, but it'd be a bear path. And you follow that to this old road that's now blocked off. And then you follow that road. I would say we went a half a mile to this hidden beach. And the beach was they call it Dump Beach. And the Coast Guard owned it, and what they did back before we understood the environmental ramifications of this, they would take their garbage there, take it to this beach and burn it. And so there was all kinds of stuff. There was polished pieces of porcelain, a ton really cool. of sea glass. So I brought some, and you can do like a close-up for them. So a close-up of so what they are is there's some that we'll do a close-up, and you can see that there's it's still the color of the porcelain on there, and then the other ones, the kind of funny color, when they set it on fire, this broken plate or whatever it was, it has this other funny burnt look to it. Isn't that pretty? And so there's massive amounts of porcelain that's there, and then the other fun thing is the sea glass, and of course the sea glass is just broken beer bottle that all of the little shards have broken into, weird things over the years, but or weird shapes, and so there's brown.
I love the sea glass.
I know, I love the colors of it. So anyway, so really we'll show you kind of a close up, but it was fun, and I went with both of my coat pockets and both of my pants pockets were totally full. And then we had
So Dump Beach was your favorite beach?
Dump Beach.
Out of the 5 you went to?
Out of the 5. And I know that's super sad because, I also brought home some shells that smell bad. And when I was showing Brandon, there was something living in one of them.
Put that back. Put that back in there. I don't know what that is.
I know, good. I put him in a plant this morning, but I still don't think he's probably going to live. I don't know where he came from exactly. I know where he came from, but I don't know what he is. But anyways, that's probably like an ecological disaster waiting to happen, right? How does some weird foreign species get introduced? Okay, well, it was only him. He didn't have a bride, so probably okay. Or it was only her.
My guess, so he was bagged for how many days? So he probably is not alive.
He might not be.
You're probably just trying to give him a mercy burial.
Some sadness. Yes, I was just,
giving him back to the land.
A few nice little last moments.
Yeah.
In the sunshine.
He probably doesn't want air. He probably wants water.
He probably wants. Yeah, here you are in the desert. Dry heat. Oh, sorry. I'm super sorry. Whatever it was that you wore, all I saw was legs, and yeah, it was not good. But anyways, yes, I love the shells. I love beautiful views, no matter what. On every beach we were at, it was absolutely gorgeous. But for me, the whole idea of the beach is not laying on. When somebody says they're going to the beach, you will never find me laying on a towel, soaking up the sun rays, maybe dipping my toes in the water.
Me neither.
No, I am not. I'm a mountain
beachcomber.
girl. Yeah, no, I'm a mountain girl, not a beach girl.
Yeah.
Not a water girl. Not what I do on a beach. What I do on a beach is comb the beach. Looking for whatever little weird treasures or whatever. So yeah, so absolutely my favorite one was Dump Beach. And and there's something special about, trash on the beach is horrifying, really. This was something a little bit different from that, but
this porcelain,
what it becomes,
it is so unique.
I know. I
don't know if this picture did it justice, but there's like navy blue. It's legit that, staining of your porcelain,
Yes.
Cool.
I wanted to go back, but the day that I actually had an opportunity, just before the evening before we left, was my only opportunity to be able to go back, and it was pouring down rain. And even the pouring down rain, I'm okay with that. It was 40-mile-per-hour winds. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Linda, you're probably watching. If I had like my own car, I totally would have went. I totally would have put up with the 40-mile-per-hour winds and the pouring down rain to go to Dump Beach. But Linda was so sweet.
Oh yeah, she would have taken you.
She would have taken me. And she asked, so are we going? And I said, no, we're not going. Because I thought, that's not nice to subject her to that.
Sure.
It's not even, and I know she would have went. And so I said, no, we're not going. But I was wishing I had a car.
So she's planning her next vacation.
My next vacation to Kodiak Island. And like everybody said, this is what was funny. And don't take this personally, but it's because of what we found. Everybody goes, you need to bring Tracy with you and the kids.
Yeah.
No one said and Brianna, but
the kids.
But you need to
come.
I know. But I know you're the same as me. I know you love this stuff, but Brianna, Tracy and I like this. Well, you do too.
Swoon over it,
but not on camera. But Brianna is exactly the same, and we could spend 3 days, 12-hour days on this beach.
When we went to Westport, so we did just that one little beach day, like for 45 minutes. Like my kids, I feel bad because our kids are so water kids. They love the water, love the beach, love to swim. Me and Robert, no. I don't need to get wet. Fish do the business in there.
Ew.
So unfortunately, they have both parents are like, no. That's gross. Well, Robert takes them fishing all the time, but of course you don't have to be on a boat to go fishing.
Yeah.
But when we went to the beach, when we were at Westport, we were just there for a little bit. I left. They had already been there for a while, so Grandma and Papa had already put their little fire on the beach. So they took baby, and Robert and I we went combing. And we have a whole sand bucket full of driftwood and some really cool shells. Of course, sand dollars. That's always the best thing to hunt for. Of course, those little awesome polished rocks, all of that stuff. So yeah, we're combers.
Beach combers.
It's the funnest part.
It's the whole thing with nature,
And the things you find, like we found a hermit crab. A live one, so we of course had to look at him, take a picture of him, and put him back. And then, what was that one called? It looks like a shrimp. He lives in the sand.
Oh, shrimp.
And he has a crab hand. Gosh, what is he called?
Yeah, he has one crab hand?
He has a crab hand. Yes. He's they told me what it was because they had already seen one. He's pink. He looks just like a shrimp. But he has a crab hand. And he burrows into the sand. Anyways.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
he looks like a shrimp?
I have a picture. I'll put a picture in for you. Yeah. He looks like a shrimp.
And the name. And we'll have the name.
He does.
You planes. People are going, what?
But that didn't make sense.
I know. I saw. It was the same thing. I was looking at the little wildlife, and you could see little fish and see different things. And then all of a sudden, I saw this thing. He was about this big, and he looked like a fat centipede. And I said, oh my God, what is that? And he's just chicka. And I don't know if it was Amanda or Linda going, that's a sand flea. Oh my God. I've seen sand fleas before. Oh, it was massive.
Oh, no way.
It was humongous. I've never seen anything. I said, oh my gosh, if I was on Survivor, I could eat that. She goes, yeah, you could totally eat that. Okay, I'm not gonna, but he was just walking along and
Dang.
humongous. I know, he was really gross.
That's the one thing I worry about, all the sand and the bits and everything. Like, as soon as we were done, we went back to the house and showered everybody up.
Sand fleas are a thing.
Yeah, and oh god, just the sand is a dirty place, man. It's a dirty place.
I know all these kids that get buried in the sand. You know what's eating on you right now?
Yeah. Do you know?
No.
Yeah. You know who just peed right there?
And what is underneath that sand burrowing towards you right now?
The shrimp and crappie thing.
I know. No. Torture. I would run on that beach naked before I would let somebody bury me in the sand.
I don't want to be buried. I'll of course walk the beach barefoot. I'll do that. One, why subject my shoes to all that sand and water?
Yeah, I agree with
coming
that.
out.
I would do that too.
And it's good for my feet. It's a little exfoliating.
Yeah, I would do that.
Natural exfoliant. But yeah. And I also was surprised when you told me that Kodiak Island was full of brown bears.
Brown bears.
Which I was surprised.
Largest concentration of brown bears in the world is on Kodiak Island. There's like this little excursion thing when we go next time and when we can be drug away from the beach. There's a spot, and they have a picture of it in the Anchorage airport, and where guys are just like sitting in their lawn chairs, watching. I mean, I think they're farther away than what the picture makes it look like, but watching all of these bears, and in the picture, the caption, it says, count how many bears you see in this picture. And after, I don't know what we got to, 53, 54, we stopped counting.
Dang.
And they're all just down there in the water, fishing and doing whatever. But yeah, and the other thing that Linda told me is that those bears come into town.
Sure they do.
And nobody bugs them. You don't bother them. They're going to come in, and they're going to, wreck your greenhouse. They're going to get into your garbage. They're going to eat your dog food. They might break down the door or whatever. But then they leave town, and they don't euthanize them.
That's good.
They don't, do that because...
they built in the middle of their home.
It's where they live. And
brown bears are actually really nice bears. I mean, unless you're messing with their babies. Black bears are the rough ones.
Black bears are the ones. More people are injured because people don't think that a black bear will do anything because they're a berry bear.
Oh, but
and they're gonna mess you up.
Mama bear ain't come from anywhere. No. You get between her and her baby and you're done.
You're in trouble. She's just gonna hurt you just to hurt you. Yeah.
I know that's one thing we keep telling our kids. Like, we've never seen a bear at the cabin that I remember when they were in our...
When you were kids.
When we were kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember that. But me now as an adult and the kids.
You.
So we always tell them all the time. Because we go walking and,
be noisy.
And we always say we don't sneak in the woods. We don't play hide and seek in the woods. And I said, if you see a cute little bear... And it's like, a cute little fuzzy bear. I said, you do not do anything. You yell as far as you can to get me or dad or mom, whoever you're with, needs to know where you are and you need to come back. Because I said, if there's a baby bear, mama bear can see you.
That's right.
And if mama bear thinks you're going to go touch her cute little fuzzy baby bear, you're going to be lunch.
That's
right. And I said, and if you run and you're not loud, you're going to be now game.
That's right.
So I kind of get them all freaked out over bears. But I feel like my kids would make their run, oh, look how cute that is. Or try to get their dog away from the baby bear, and then we're both in trouble, So we haven't, seen one since that, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people forget that all wild animals, as cute as they look,
they're starting to protect their young.
Yeah. Mama's coming.
I'm going to show you one more thing. I've had this in my hand. This was when we were doing the glass combing. The color that you're supposed to find that's hard to find is red. I did find
it's gorgeous.
A piece of red. I know, it's kind of fun. I think it's gonna, I don't know. And yes, I am gonna share with Tracy. Someone's gonna ask, was Tracy getting any of that? Yes. I'm gonna give her 3 pieces of her. I'll let her choose. Well, okay. Oh,
maybe
a couple.
No. Draw cards.
No, I'm totally good. Totally good. Wait, not that one.
She's gonna pick hers first.
Yeah. That's right. And then the other thing is that Amanda was saying that there's 2 things that everybody searches for, and one thing is a wine cork, a wine stopper. Yeah, she says they're really rare, and when you find them, I don't know, there must be something that, because I did find like a piece of cork, but it was cork, but but the salt water does something to it. So we were looking for that for a wine stopper. And the other thing, when I saw it, and I wasn't so sure I wanted to touch it because I thought that it was seaweed, but do you know what that is?
Looks like a marble.
It's a marble. It's a marble. They both, Linda and Amanda, freaked out. They said, oh my God, you found a marble. The marbles are the other thing that everybody looks for, that you don't find them. And for me to have found it on my first try.
It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, but it looked like kelp for just a moment. But isn't it funny what a clear, and if you get it wet, you can see the inside of it.
Polished.
But the whole thing has just changed from the salt. But anyway, so I haven't lost all my marbles.
Whoa, you found one.
I know. So I was
all
super
in
excited
Kodiak.
about the marble.
It makes me wonder what the cork does.
I don't know. But we'll have to find some cork.
Yeah.
I know.
I got a lot of white
it was
cork.
pretty fun. I also brought back some rusty bits and what I could carry. My pockets were full of rocks and shells. And because the other thing they have is so we search for wish rocks here. And we did kind of a little kids class, and we had, if you follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook page, we posted this little thing. Deb actually took the video of it, but what we did in our kids class is we picked flowers, and then we mashed the flowers into the fabric to make the fabric, and then we were going to sew the fabric into something. But then while we were doing that, we stopped for a moment to search for a wish rock. Because what a wish rock is, and these are the wish rocks that we have, is that they're just regular rocks with this little ring. It's actually quartz that's in it, but it makes a full circle all the way around your rock. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put your finger, you have to hold it in your pocket for a minimum of 24 hours to be one with the rock. And then as you're tracing your finger all the way around, you make your wish. Now, 2 rules about a wish rock. Number 1, the wish has to be for someone else. You can't wish for yourself. It has to be for someone else. And then, in order for your wish to come true, you have to give it away. Not necessarily to that person that you made the wish for, I don't know, but you have to give it away and then your wish will come true. So we search for wish rocks all the time. These are their wish rocks.
Dude.
Right?
That is a ring of quartz, man. That's impressive.
That's really impressive. And this isn't even the biggest one. I got a couple of them. It's like, man, that's a really big wish. I can wish for a lot.
Yes.
With a wish rock like this.
Dang. Why don't I
know.
kick out of you this? You showing
I know.
him this?
I'm going to have to make my wish and give it to him. And then I have one for Harper. I know.
Yeah,
It was
Wyatt loves hunting for wish
Pretty
rocks.
awesome. I know wish rocks are the best things to find. Every rock on their beach was a wish rock.
That's awesome.
I don't know why they call it Dump Beach. It's Wish Beach. So pretty awesome. But anyway. And then I also, so the only time that I ever get to really enjoy a book, because whenever I sit down and start reading, isn't this terrible that sense of guilt comes over? What is it about us that it's like I don't have a minute to myself because I have too many other things to do? It makes it really bad. And when you're traveling, it's not that you have that minute to yourself, it's that you're waiting. And so something that you can do while you're waiting. And stitching is always good, but what's kind of funny about stitching when you're traveling is that you attract a crowd.
Yeah, you do.
Can you show me that?
No.
Can you show me how you do that?
No habla inglés. I don't know you. I don't need to learn that in sign language. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, I mean, that sounds really mean. But sometimes it's just, you don't really get anything done and you don't have anything. Oh, yeah, here, you go ahead and try it. And it's like, oh, I'm going to take that out. So it makes me sound really mean. And I don't mean to sound mean, but it's like, nah, I'm just going to read a book.
You need kids around you to travel with. Kids scare people
know.
off in a second.
I know, right. And so instead, it's my opportunity to read, and I always get excited, and I always take 3 books with me because I feel like you never know, and I'm really going to read. So I've always been planning it. So this one, oh my gosh. And I know that we've talked before about having a book club and having other people read them and having other people maybe we can chat about it or whatever. And we need to figure out how to do that because I think that would be really fun. It'd be hard for me to be real committed because I don't know that I have time to read unless I'm traveling. But when I'm traveling, I'm a pretty voracious reader. But anyway, I just want to share this book. Probably I mean, I think the last time, whichever one it was, I said when I got back from Iceland, I said best book ever. This one, currently, best book ever. This one totally beats that book. This is, oh my god, this is fantastic. And I think it's actually on like the bestsellers list, which that wasn't necessarily why I got it, but it's called The Midnight Library. And this is the guy that...
I feel like I recognize that name. I've read
you do
before.
A Boy Called Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's
yes.
him.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, really good writer. But what it's about, oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so, so good. So what it's about is this gal, she's like 35 years old, and she decides she's going to end it. Which doesn't sound good, right? But, I mean, it's not really about that. It's just like the first couple of chapters, you know, where she's saying, okay, well, 35 days before I decided to end it all, or whatever. And so she kind of sets up her life. And then she's decided she's going to end it all, but she goes to this special library where she's able to read what would have happened in her life if she took this path.
Oh.
What would have happened in her life if she took this path? If she took this path. And that's what it's about, is it's about the people you meet, the decisions that you make, why you make those decisions, how you make your choices. And so, anyway, oh my gosh, it's really, really a thought-provoking, entertaining, well-written book. And anyway, just FYI, I don't know if you can find some way to link it.
Yeah, I'll add it to our storefront in the book section.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We have a little...
Yeah, we have a little
things that we
store.
love. Things that we love.
Good book.
I love this book. It was a quick read. Really, really a good... He's a really good writer.
Yeah.
I should she be chewing on that?
What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah. Probably nothing. You gonna break a tooth?
Yeah, you got two pretty teeth in there. Just be careful with it. She got drooled on this.
And of course I did clean it. I had to soak it.
Oh, I'm sure you
because
did.
Everything smelled like...
Fish and sea life.
Yeah, things smell bad. One more little thing about Alaska's I want to tell you about Pa, my little Pa story.
That's what I've been waiting the whole time.
I know.
Wait, you took Pa, what happened?
I know. I'm going to keep my eyes on her.
She still has
So,
oh, you cannot be scrunching your teeth on there. I'm sorry, girl. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
I got this.
Nope.
So, we were in the airport for far too long, and, you know, people watching, and that's what we do, or reading, but people watching, and, of course, what we really notice is that everybody's on their phone, typically. That's what's happening is, you know.
Watch the game,
So then we're watching people trying to decide if they're playing a game or if they're reading the news or checking their emails or whatever. So, anyway, so we people watch, but then... Every once in a while, some plane, somebody deplanes, and all of these people walk by. And then you really get to people watch, you know, and it is interesting how people dress now, and it really is nice to know that you can wear anything you want. It totally doesn't matter. No one is going to care about it. So that's one thing. But we kept seeing these rubber boots. So
some galoshes.
Galoshes. And so we saw them, and probably about like the fourth or fifth time we saw these galoshes. Both Dad and I were thinking, and he said at first, he says, what's the deal with those boots? And I said, I don't know. We've seen those a couple times. He goes, yeah, but why would they even wear those? And I said, well, I don't know. Maybe it rains a lot. He goes, yeah, but those are like, what stupid little boots, stupid little rain boots. And so, and then I said, well, maybe they're in style.
They're insulated.
They must be in style now, and we just don't know. And then, you know, another group of people go by, and sure enough, 4 or 5 people in the group have these big old boots on, these big old rubber boots. And so then we got really curious, and it's like, well, it must be a thing. So then we're trying to figure out who's wearing these boots, and would it, because you can tell, right? If it's a fashionable thing, or if it's I'm a working Joe and I've got these on, or they're easy because they're pull on or whatever. And we kind of realized that mostly it looked like...
Was it the Alaskan crop?
Yes. Yes. It really looked like it was a local thing. And that's what it looked like. And so then when we finally landed in Kodiak, I'm not kidding. I'll bet 90% of the people that were either landing on or coming to pick people up had those boots on. And so then, and Dad and I both noticed it and said, oh, obviously it's something that everybody wears those. And he says, yeah, but still, you know, what a weird boot. I mean, it's just a rubber boot, and it couldn't possibly provide any warmth.
Did you guys talk to somebody? Did you go ask a local about these boots?
No, worse. So then I said to Pa, I said, well, how do you feel about the boots that you're wearing? He said, mine are waterproof. Mine are great. His are lace up, which are lace up boots really waterproof?
I know Robert has a waterproof pair.
Does he step in the water and his feet really? I mean, they're lace up.
Okay, I mean, I don't think they step into puddles of water into up to their ankles.
Okay.
But, I mean...
I think these guys do in Alaska. I think they step into water.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Because Dad's little lace up waterproof boots, no. So he went to Walmart. Well, he did go. He went fishing with Doug, and of course Doug and Doug's fiance, they both had these boots on, and said absolutely everybody wears them. I mean, why wouldn't you wear them? I mean, that's what you wear because it keeps all of the water off, and they're warm, and they're easy to get on, easy to take off. You leave them outside, everything is great. So Dad had about 2 hours to himself, and the Walmart was like just right down from where we were staying. So he went down to Walmart, and he brought himself. I only brought one because they're heavy. These are the boots.
Dang.
But look at those boots.
Oh, those are wool insulated.
They're wool insulated.
Dude, he probably didn't make it home in those.
He didn't, but he was so excited. He was so excited. He kept saying, I'm going to take you to Walmart, and we're going to buy you some boots. I said, no, I don't need those.
I'm not wearing those.
You need some of these boots.
These are cabin boots.
I know. He said, I can't wait to wear these boots. He said, you can shovel snow in these boots. And you can wear these boots for all kinds of things. And I said, you know what's going to happen that's going to be really funny? Is the first time you put those boots on in Ephrata or so, like somebody's going to look at you and go, what the hell are you wearing?
How old are you? Someone come get your grandpa.
What are you wearing? Why are you wearing children's galoshes?
Those are pretty thick insulated.
Those are pretty thick insulated.
Those are made
They're
for
pretty
Alaskans.
nice. He was super excited. That's all he could talk about. I bought myself some boots. I got some boots. He's like, yeah. Yeah, so you'll see him in his boots. And it's funny because I've never ever seen an adult wear boots like that. But because maybe when...
I mean, I've seen it on the dairy and stuff like that. But, I mean, that's different. You are trudging through cow poop. So, I mean, you need some sort of a hose you off, take it off, and... you know, expose of it. But I feel like that's different than just an everyday shovel.
Yeah, everybody wore those.
Boot.
Everybody wore those everywhere.
Huh.
As will Pa. He's
Cannot wait to winter.
Very excited about his boots. And no, I did not get a pair. He kept saying, you need boots. No, I don't. For what?
I know what you're
snow?
getting for Christmas.
No.
You're getting a pair. I bet he does. He's ready. Anniversary's coming.
Oh,
it could be an
anniversary.
They're got your boots.
I got some boots for you.
They're your cabin boots.
And that's what he said. I said, I'm not going to be shoveling any snow. That's not my job.
But at the cabin, they'd be good.
My job is to have your dinner ready when you get in from shoveling the snow.
And look cold.
Yeah. He said, well, they're cabin boots. Again, I'm inside by the fire.
Unless the grandkids want you out there. We're just long enough to get across the way to the fire.
I'll watch you guys sled.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're probably right. I probably have a pair of boots in my future.
Yeah. I see it coming.
Anyway, yeah.
He's going to ask me how to order them on Amazon.
Don't ever teach him.
How do you get a pair of those?
Don't ever teach him how to...
I'll tell him I'll know people. You can find him something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They are kind of nice boots, I'm going to say. I can't wait for him to think he's going to start some fashion trend here. That's not what we wear here. We wear whites.
And wool socks.
And wool socks. So, anyway.
That's funny.
All right. Let's see. What's behind us? Oh, this is behind us.
Split 9 patch? Is that what that is?
We have a bunch of kits of this, but we don't have any other yardage of it. But, you know, what's kind of nice, and that's why I thought, oh, we should, and where these kits are, I want to put something else there. So, buy these. Buy these. And it's super cheap. They're like $30, and it's all of the fabric and then the pattern. We could take the pattern off, give you a $5 credit if you want to, because this is pretty small. How big is
It
this,
makes the
would you
baby
say?
size 36 by 45-ish.
Yeah.
It's itty bitty.
So if you got 2 of them, because it's, I don't know what the yardage is, must be fat quarters.
And it's 5-inch square, so it's really easy to put together. It's a 9-patch with some half square triangles.
This is the block right here. So you've got squares, half square triangles.
Truth is, it's probably something that you don't need a pattern for if you kind of know what that is, but if you do, that's what it is. It's kind of funny, I took up a bunch of patterns with me when I went up to Kodiak, and that was a lot of what I took was, it's really simple. We used to, 20 years ago, and less, people would come in and we would say, oh yeah, this is how you make it. Let me just show you, and do a couple of pieces of
pattern.
And they'd say, yeah, but do you have it written down? Yeah, but I just showed you. This is a little example.
And just take this with
and
you.
just make, 18 of these blocks and you're done. Do you have it written down? Oh.
So we wrote it down.
So we have a lot of patterns that are just super simple. We just did the math for you. We wrote it all down, but super simple. And this is one of those that I think split 9-patch. Everybody's been making it for forever. It's not an original thought at all, but it's just if you need it written down, it's kind of fun. And that's what this kit is. So kind of fun, cute fabrics. All right, what else? Anything else? Anything else we have to catch up on? Tonight is box opening.
And we have a retreat starting tonight also. So we might see some new friends and old friends on Sunday.
We do. This is our Sunny Days retreat. This is what we think of as our beginner retreat. And so we're doing
Star Stepping, which is a courthouse steps block, which is essentially the log cabin's block's cousin.
Yeah. Yes. Brother, almost.
Yeah, it's really. It's fun.
Yeah. Yes, and you have a special guest.
I know, I cannot wait.
I know. Everybody, by the time the people are at the retreat, they now know who it is. You guys will not know yet, but we have a special guest. She is a pattern designer and fabric designer, and she's coming up to hang out with us for a couple days, and she's going to do a trunk show for us tomorrow night. So if you're local, text me or come in the shop and head on out at 3 p.m. on tomorrow, on Thursday, is when we're going to have her trunk show. Just come on out for that. And no charge or anything. It's just going to be fun. But we're going to go ahead and video it for the rest of you.
I'll film it for you guys, and then I'll have edited it and posted for you guys. I don't know. I'm
one of my favorite designers.
I'll try to do it before the weekend's up, so it could be Sunday after box opening, but I'll do it before the week's up so I can get it done and you guys can see it.
Oh, that's right, because it's 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of missed that.
I did too. Well, because 4th of July is
on Tuesday. And also, we are not fireworks people.
Yeah.
We don't like them. I mean, we don't like them.
We like,
fires. We live in the desert, and I mean, it's irrigated desert. We grow a lot of crops here, but there's every single year something that we love burns to the ground.
Well, and Monday night we had storms, and we had lightning, and the lightning was hitting the ground. There was 4 fires out by us. You could see them on our way home. We could see the smoke from one, another one, and then District 13, which is just like 2 miles down the road from us. Their support, they had all 4 of their water trucks headed out to Quincy. And we could smell it. So, but they must have got it taken care of because there was no evacuation warnings. But it looked like it was up on the Beasley side, the Frenchman Hill side. So it doesn't look like they were probably in harm of anybody, but maybe an orchard got a little bit of damage. But I don't think any homes are at risk. But still, some of those places that are not populated are the hardest ones to get to. But they do really good work. But
we've lost entire communities out here.
Pateris, about maybe 10 years ago now, maybe a little longer. Almost the entire town went up in smokes. It's pretty crazy how fast it can go.
Yeah,
but yeah. So fireworks,
we're not a fan.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we celebrate the 4th of July, but in an entirely different way, and so I kind of missed that all of the festivities
was this weekend.
A lot of them are this weekend. Yeah. So maybe you guys are out camping, or maybe you're on the beach.
Maybe
getting buried in the sand. Lovely.
Good for you.
Yay. But anyway, but you won't be doing much, so or maybe.
No,
barbecuing.
we're not. Saturday we might go down to Sunland, which is essentially a community that's down by the Gorge Amphitheater. We might go hang out down there for a little bit. Yeah, but we probably won't stay for fireworks or anything because, well, we probably won't have Ro with us, and I'm sure Ro
It freaks out our dogs so much.
and I'm not
they're
sure.
being shot at.
Right, and they don't know where. Ro's been pretty good because we have the cherry bombs are going off right now.
Oh, right.
And she's not too skittish of that, but she's because I think she knows where the sound is coming from. Realize there's no, you know. But I could see a dog hearing that, and then seeing these flashes in the lights. That could be scary.
If you don't know what that is, cherry orchards, they have like these cannons basically, and they go off. And so what it does is it makes the birds who come and steal the cherries, it makes the birds think that they're being shot at.
Yeah, it's just a big old propane can with this big old cannon on it, and it just shoots a noise out.
Yeah.
No fire, no anything. It's just, yeah.
But it does sound like you're being shot at. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole idea of it.
Bird better get out of here.
Got a gun.
Yeah, and they're timed. And this time of year, it's cherry harvest started about a week ago, so it's in full production going on. So they can't, you know, no sense of losing it to those dirty birds.
Dirty birds.
They can have it when it's all done, and we have the one.
Then they go in and
they can clean it up.
Yes, but it's ours now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I guess we will see you guys
Tonight,
5 o'clock. The box opening. I don't know. There's a lot of boxes back there.
Yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be
you guys are
3
doing
awesome
Alaskan.
collections, I'm sure.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.